This self-disciplined prisoner is plotting a bold escape plan. He ties an anti-anesthetic with a thin string and shoves the other end between his teeth, tying it to his tooth. Next, he puts the small medicine bottle in his mouth, and with a little force, the entire bottle is swallowed into his stomach. Then, he breaks open a lighter, takes out the flint inside, stuffs the flint into the crevice of his fingernail. After confirming it can produce sparks, he ties his shoelace around his wrist, places his thumb on the corner of the table, then forcefully steps down with his right foot. His thumb is forcibly dislocated. The man's face twists in severe pain. Afterwards, the man is handcuffed by the prison guards and escorted to the hospital for a bone marrow transplant because the sheriff's son is seriously ill and urgently needs a matching bone marrow, and this man's match exactly matches his son's. When he heard the news, he immediately realized this was the perfect opportunity to escape, so he carefully planned in advance in prison, intending to seize the chance. When the doctor unlocks the handcuffs and transfers him to the operating table, the man starts wriggling his tongue to hook the small medicine bottle out. After confirming the man is tightly tied up, the doctor prepares to inject him with anesthetic. At this moment, the man presses his fingers hard to make the joints indent. Then he broke the little pill bottle in his mouth. When the doctor finishes injecting the anesthetic, the man's hand has quietly broken free from the handcuffs. At this point, the doctor notices that the man's anesthetic index never drops. Just when the doctor was completely baffled, the man kicks the doctor away, then quickly gets up and pulls out the oxygen tube, uses the flint in his fingernail to strike a spark and ignite the oxygen. The man holds the flaming nozzle to force back several doctors, then spits out broken glass shards and escapes the operating room. After coming out, he picks up the defibrillator from the table and jumps into the ventilation duct. Sparks fly as the defibrillator rubs against the duct walls, successfully landing in the garbage dump. Then he climbs up to the street through the hospital sewer, successfully drives away in a car. Just as the man is celebrating his successful escape, who would have thought the sheriff would quickly catch up by car? He sees the man driving towards the bridge, so he immediately tells the bridge operator to raise the bridge. Seeing this, the man quickly stops the car and runs towards the bridge. At this moment, the sheriff gets out of the car, tells the man to go back to prison honestly. The man excitedly says he barely escaped, and even if jumps off the bridge, won't go back with him. Just then, a helicopter suddenly flies over, aims at the man and pulls the trigger. The sheriff sees this and takes the shot for the man. The man sees how persistent the sheriff is for his son, so he agrees to go back to save his son. With the marrow being pumped out of the man's body, the sheriff's son is successfully treated. At this point, the weak man is locked in a ward to rest. When he wakes up, the first thing he does is ask about the sheriff's son's condition. The policeman tells him the operation went smoothly with no rejection. After hearing this, the man takes out a pistol and points it at the policeman. It seems a new escape plan is about to begin.